Welcome back to our Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League Season 1 breakdown with a bunch of key information that you're going to need in this game. Up tier stuff. I'm really excited. It was a fun time playing this on stream, so you want to come over to those and hang out with us and play with us as we grind out the gear and mastery levels for this game. All right, with that out of the way, let's talk about it, guys. Looking at the Joker, and yes, I have him unlocked, and I'm using the Twitch drop that you can get from my live streams on Twitch, your Mad Gamer INC outfit. Check this outfit out. Tell me what you guys think. I put everybody with the Twitch drop outfit because I wanted to make it look spicy, but that's nothing to do with nothing. I wanted to talk about Joker first and give you guys a quick breakdown on how to get him and how to use him, actually. So lock in for that. First thing that we're going to do is help you understand that, yes, there's another location. You guys remember when the game released, you had Finite Crisis. That's the original area. But if you go right here to Nexus event or in your menu, they're going to give you the option to select a different mode, which is episode 1, and it's called Fear. And it's doing the one and only Scarecrow. And he's a very special character, very awesome and amazing. So before we get into how to get everything and do all that, as you can see, I literally only did 1 day of a stream hanging out, and I got almost more than half. So we're locked in, almost ready to get everything. Been a fun ride. Pretty easy to get this stuff, guys. And I just want to note there's a very cool system within the season that have nothing to do with the season pass. And you can do that right up top here, pressing the D-pad up, and you're able to see all the rewards. And guess what? They have every single reward you want. Pretty much everything new that's in the game you can get through this brand new progression system. And that system is right here where you're going to get those rewards. It's a very cool thing. And I'm so glad they put this in. This is kind of like a season pass within a season pass, but strictly for everybody that wants it. Okay. So just check that out and see what you need to do. I've gotten pretty high up there to level 40 already, and we're going to keep on pushing up this rank system. And this is the key also, okay? Because to get Joker, you have to reach level 35. You're going to wonder, how do I do that? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm confused. So was I, but me and the community figured it out right away and got it done last night. So when you get into this world, they're going to have 6 incursions. Okay, all of these 3 objective base ones, which these are the 3 main objective ones, and these are kind of like the main ones from the previous season. And then this right here, Laughing Riot, Imposter Syndrome, and Knock 'em Dead, are all kind of just kill 'em all challenges, but you're still going to rank up with these. So that is a very cool thing. And what the game is saying is get to rank level 35 for the Fear episode. And you can do that by pretty much doing anything, guys, but I got some tips on how to do it the best. I'm going to get into that in a second. But I just want to kind of note some of the stuff in the open world. For example, you get 1 point for doing this. There's other ones that have 2 points on them that you're going to want to do. We pretty much cleared all that out, so you don't have to worry about that. And then just doing these are going to get you at least 1 or 2 for sure. But what we were doing that we found an easier way to level up pretty fast was going to Killing Time. In Killing Time, all you're doing in here is basically going from level 1 mastery all the way up until whenever you feel like it, and you can exit. So we were going up to level 16 or 26. At 16, you're going to get 2 levels. At 26, you'll get 3 levels up. And this will basically, you do this for like 2 hours, and you should probably max out to 35. Once you reach level 35, that's when you're able to go in here and fight Brainiac. Why do you need to fight Brainiac? Because this is the mission for you to unlock the Joker, and you can't do it until you get to level 35. And then after you beat the Brainiac, then you be good to go from there. Okay. So that is the key. Brainiac's mission is pretty much Lantern. I know you guys know the mission from Lantern. It's pretty much that mission all over again, but this time around, it's a different style. So he's actually um Brainiac, and then he throws out some characters. There's a lot of different things that happen within that. But it's pretty fun, pretty interesting. I actually really enjoyed my time with it. Me and the community ended up doing it together. I'm gonna pop it up in the screen, just a little bit of the visuals, so you could see more or less what to expect without spoiling it. I haven't really been in. Hey, go get him, bro. My stream visuals. Headed over there, but Brainiac also trying to kill these confines using exactly what Lantern did within his own dome, with a little twist or two inside of it. And it's pretty basic. You want to take down all of the Lantern things, and once he's so tiny, bro, I need a sniper, bro. Brainiac. I don't want to spoil it too heavily, guys. That's kind of why I'm being vague. But there you go. And you're gonna get the Joker out, okay? Now there is something you want to learn that's very important. You have to go to the Justice League, talk to Rick. He's gonna be right in the front door. He will let you switch out your characters. Remember, you only get 4 characters, so you're not gonna be able to have all 4 out. I personally put one character away in jail. Don't judge me. And then the rest I'm having with me, because you can only have 4 at a time. So you have to put somebody away to pull the Joker out. And that's the main way to swap out. Or if not, you can go to the main menu and swap out your character like normal over there. Those are the only 2 ways. Don't do it too early. Just see what you feel and then go from there. Okay, that's key, and that's number 1. Okay, now that you have the Joker, we're gonna do a lot of guides all in this one video, guys. This right here is an amazing character. Okay, if I press the number 1 primary traversal, he's gonna glide, and it's forever. Like, I literally can do this all day. You can glide all day as long as you're in the air, of course. But this is an all-day thing, which is incredible, because guess what? You can also shoot while you do this. But the shooting, once you pull your weapon out, you can see my gauge is slowly filling up. But it's so slow, you're going to be able to take out an army by the time that is done. Okay? Now, the main thing with him and his traversal isn't about the gliding, but it's actually about his traversal within that, which I'm going to show you. As I glide, I can press the jump button, and I'm basically grinding. And I can do that in the air, and I have a good window. Then I'm going to pop off this rocket. And how do I do that? Well, the rocket is pretty basic. You have your secondary traversal button, and that will charge up the rocket, as you can see here. And the way it works is you charge it up, and when you're ready to jump, you just press jump. Okay, so I'm hitting the second traversal, holding it, and jumping, and then I'm in the air. Now I can use my glide like I showed you, or I can press jump and do the grind, and then that's it. And then I can rinse and repeat that. Pop up, glide, jump, and then repeat with the charge up, and that's pretty much it. But he can only do that twice, just like all the other characters. But you can infinitely glide. So just find another place to land for a second, reset, start it over, charge up, and then you're good to go. And then you're going to be playing with this because there's a lot of enemies, and you can basically grind on them on the floor, kind of attacking them, throwing them over, and then you just stay in the air, shooting them down, and it's a very fun way to play. I'm telling you, aerial attacks with him is probably going to be my number 1 go-to. I'm going to make a build surrounding air attacks, pretty much buffing everything he does in the air. Okay, and this is the key to the Joker. Now, I got a lot of tips and tricks and deep things for you guys to know and understand, and how to go forward within this. But that is just him, and I'm going to do probably a whole Joker builds, multiple builds for the Joker, having fun and enjoying it. But I just wanted to give you guys some of the season previews. Now, on top of unlocking the Joker, that also gets you ready for, guess what? Your mastery levels. So now I can go in here, just like you did with the previous season. If you're new to this game, you're going to go over to one of the missions and select different mastery levels. Mastery level 1, mastery level 2, and so forward. And that's how you're going to continue to unlock mastery getting the top gear, and as I talked about here, all these rewards. The higher tier you go, the better chances. Remember, for all those that are going to leave comments, how do I get this specific gear? There's no specific drops in this game outside of the new system, but there is drops potential. So if you want to play at the highest rank, mastery rank, you're going to probably get more better gear, mastery level gear, tier 3, tier 2 gear, all of that. As you can see, I've got a lot of tier 1, but that's because I was grinding the beginning of the game and I'm just getting started with the mastery levels. But as you can see, what I wanted to talk about is this up here as well. So your fear rank is going to allow you to get top tier gear guaranteed. These are the only guaranteed loot. And I think they didn't do a good job explaining this, because once I found this out, I'm like, wow, that's actually amazing. You can see tier 2 gear. I'm going to get tier 3 if I keep going. This goes up to 200. So when you get to fear 200, you'll have every piece of gear that you need. And honestly, you don't even have to do mastery levels. But check this out right here. We're going to start getting to tier 3. As you can see, a lot of cool stuff. So you can actually get guaranteed gear that way through this progression system. And then inside of here, these drops are randomized depending on what you're doing. So my suggestion is do high mastery levels, at least level 30 or higher. And it's going to tell you what tier everything is in. And they had a system where they've been changing that. But once again, go in here, take care of these side missions. You can get a point for each of these. There's level 2s as well that you'll see on the map. You do those. Then killing time would be the best grind from what we've done yesterday when this season 1 released. And then, of course, you're just going to go down the rabbit hole and enjoy this throughout the season with some friends and just grinding out, get the best gear, trying to make the best scenario. All right. And that's pretty much it when it comes to it. And the tutorial guide that I'll give without spoiling, of course, Brainiac, is do everything you did in Green Lantern to him all over again. He has a couple of extra little twists in there, which I won't spoil, but just know that that's the easiest way to beat him. And I wanted to kind of just share that information. Now, I will say there's a lot of cool stuff in those worlds about the Joker, and there's a lot of new riddles, and there's a lot of new content that you can kind of check out for yourself. And throughout the world, there's going to be even more. So I would recommend for you to take some time and just look through everything, enjoy yourself. You know, don't rush this. It's not a race, guys. We did so that I could make this video. But yeah, that's so important to kind of take that into account and to know what you could or should do. As you can see, I'm gonna go through. Yeah, kind of a little bit of the Elseworld. I don't want to spoil it too heavily. Why is it not shooting it? But in the Elseworld, it's them devs up. I don't really know about any of that stuff. Joker consistently. So I'm skipping through the footage just to kind of give you guys a rundown on some of that. It's the only job I got, and it's very cool. Let's go. I love it. What's up, man? Now that said, guess what? As I was telling you, right in here, you're looking at the shark. He's in jail. Sorry about that, guys. He's one of my favorites, but I just wanted to play with the Joker. So there's a whole new system here for you to swap out. You go in here and tell him, hey, man, let's get this guy out of here. Swapping him out. And then I can just put on anybody that I feel. And a couple of things that I want to talk about when it comes to builds and showing you guys a little preview of what's possible. Okay, I'm using poison for my weapons and my actual melee and grenade are using fire. And the reason for this is because poison isn't an actual affliction. It's a status effect that you can add. So it's going to debuff or buff you. It's going to debuff the enemy or buff you. Then you can throw on fire on top of that, or electricity, or whichever ability you think you really want to use, venom, and so on. And that's going to buff up everything you're doing. So putting at least some type of poison into your builds is going to be very important in my opinion. And right now, the one that I'm using is critical hits, apply poison. And then there's a whole system in here, which we're not going to go down the rabbit hole. But the point is, the synergy is spectacular. I was having a lot of fun yesterday using a pistol and one-shotting enemies, kind of just figuring out how to really trigger everything and make it better. So a lot of cool stuff that I really like about the poison that I think can work well with the other different combinations. So feel free to drop what you're liking and what you're using, or even what you're interested in. If you haven't picked up any of the items just yet, go in there. I'm going to take a moment to talk about his skill tree and just give you guys a quick preview on it. He has a lot of fire on some of his playstyle, and that's pretty much what I put on. As you can see, I had the weapons for that fire. So everything you see on mine has a little bit of fire, and I'm kind of having fun testing out how this one works. And we're going to definitely do all different versions of his playstyle, and it's pretty cool. So definitely look forward to seeing how that works and how that goes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a blast last night, having some fun on stream. So you guys should definitely come to that. And that's pretty much the rundown. I don't want to talk about the season pass. This is preference if you want to purchase it. This is pretty easy. I mean, they gave everybody 2,000 points. Whoever pre-ordered the game, the deluxe edition, could get those 2,000. So if you got those 2,000, it only costs 1,000, and you're gonna get 1,000 coins back if you reach level 64 or something like that. So reach 64, you get everything back. Just by playing the game, you're gonna get there sooner or later. You know, it's 3 months worth of grinding, right? But right here, this is it. 62 is the last place you get the final coin, and that'll be 2,000. I mean, that's sorry, 1,000 coins back. So you're basically getting paid back the same amount you spent. And then you can repurchase that if you feel like it. Okay. So those are just something that you can look into and see for yourself. There are some stuff in the store that look pretty cool. If you have the coins and you want to get something in here, go for it. Enjoy yourself. All right. That's pretty much the rundown. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go ahead and check out the next one. We appreciate y'all over there. Stay safe out there. Peace.